Hello everyone. Welcome back to another Magic the Gathering Commander review. Today we are talking about the set review of Future Sight. Now, a couple things before we get into all this. This is, as far as a set review goes, this is not going to be a traditional set review because, as always, the purpose of this series is to talk about the individual commanders and how they work, any rules that you need to be aware of how they function on the table and with the other cards in your deck, and then talk about a few deck ideas with those commanders. So if you want to get the specifics of any of these commanders that you see here, whether it's Giora, Tarox, the Sliver Legion, Venser, Baru, any of them, they have their own individual videos, which again go over what the card is, how the card works, and what you could build around possibly for this commander. Just fun, unique deck ideas that I try to create or find for you guys. This is simply a visual representation of the set as a whole. And what I am representing is the number of deck ideas that you can build with these commanders as of this recording. One of the cool things about this series, with this segment in particular with doing the set reviews, is as Magic has grown over the years, and again, I haven't been making these videos for that long. I think I've been making them for like 2 or 3 years now. So I haven't been doing this for that long for this series. However, Magic has grown so much in that short amount of time that a lot of commanders, a lot of these set reviews, most of these cards have been up at S tier over and over and over and over. Sets over and over and over again. S tier commanders, every set, all the sets. And so I've really had to jump up the deck building level of these archetypes and this tier list, because when I first started this series, S tier was 10 or more deck ideas, and now F tier is 10 or less deck ideas, because again, people are building with commanders, and this is a great thing to see, because even cards like Linessa or Oris, who are currently F tier right now, as Magic continues to grow, we'll hopefully see these commanders get more support, or people want to brew with them, because these cards are usually cheap, they're not popular, and so they're easy to build around financially. And so it gives us as deck builders an opportunity to really play test and try to figure out fun interactions with these commanders. In this set in particular, one of the things that this set struggles with the most is that 3 of the 5 Grandier cards are all F tier. All the F tier cards have the Grandier mechanic. And I love that Commander is a singleton format. It makes the game very interesting. It's a singleton, it's an eternal format. So having this mechanic that requires you to have other cards of the same name as your commander does make an interesting deck build challenge to build around. So it's awesome to see that, yes, we do have some F tier commanders, and it's pretty obvious why they're F tier, especially because the Grandier mechanic is so hard to build around. But as the game continues to grow, we might get more support for this style of gameplay that will allow players to build more decks with these commanders. So very cool to see. And as you can see behind me, I have raised the levels of these tiers, because again, for the past like 4 to 6 sets, all the commanders were S tier, which is great to see. But I wanted to raise up the level and try and spread the love around the tier list. So starting from here on out, we still have Vanilla has its own tier for vanilla creatures. And then starting at F tier is 10 or less deck ideas, going one at a time all the way up to 15 plus deck ideas for S tier. So really cool to see. Fun set to talk about, some great cards in this set. Sliver Legion, of course, is the highlight for me because I love slivers and I have great personal history with that tribe and this sliver in particular. Which, go check out that video, I talk more about it there. But that's going to do it for this set review. Thank you guys so much for all your support. I could not do this without you guys, so thank you so much for watching. Thank you guys so much for subscribing and hitting the bell to get notified when more videos come out. Thank you to all the members of the channel who are helping grow this channel, and I cannot wait to make more content for you guys. In one of the previous videos, I had mentioned talking about rules for the game, and obviously this series kind of covers the rules, but it covers the rules for individual commanders. I do want to go back and continue my Will of the Council series. I've only done one video so far by the time of this recording, and it's a series about the rules of the game, where I kind of tried to do what I do here. I read over what the rule does, and then if needed, I try to explain it in more layman's terms. 9 times out of 10, the rules are very self-explanatory, which makes that easy, but I want to try and make accessing the rules of the game very simple, very easy, and obviously I want to try to explain them in a way that is clear and understandable. So can't wait to get back to doing that. More Commander crossover coming out in the future. Again, trying to balance this and my other job. I want to make sure that my personal and professional lives are well balanced. And so I will get back to doing Commander crossover content. I think after I do my Dark Souls crossover idea, I'm going to change how I do the Commander crossover series and focus just on the commanders of each of the games that I've played and kind of what I would envision them to be like. So I think I'm going to enjoy that a lot as I transfer to that new style. And yeah, thank you guys. I don't know when this video will be coming out, but the channel has grown so much, and it's all thanks to you guys. We're over 11,000 subscribers at this point, so it's mind-blowing to have this opportunity to be able to create content for you guys to enjoy. It's a great way for me to express myself and express my passions, and there are a lot more things that I want to try. I want to try more food-related stuff. I want to try different types of gaming content. I want to make my own personal content, my own creative endeavors, short films and stuff like that. There's a lot coming your way. I've kind of, at this point, overfilled my plate, there we go, with ideas and concepts that I want to bring to you guys. So I'm trying to whittle that plate down so I can then start balancing everything out of how I want to get it all done. So once I get through all of that, we're going to be getting a lot of fun stuff to you guys, and I'm super excited. So thank you again, and as always, stay tuned, because the next set, I believe, is 10th edition that we're going to be getting into. 10th edition was another fun set that I loved to buy as a kid. Verdant Force was one of my favorite cards from that set. It's not a legendary, which is why I'm mentioning it now, and I might not mention it again. Verdant Force, fantastic card. Love that card from 10th edition, and I can't wait to talk about the commanders in the 10th edition set. So stay tuned for that. Thank you again, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Bye!